log on to beacon.co.tt for more information.
Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
These have been tough times, and we could all use a helping hand to get through this period. GUT Credit Union gives you the opportunity to do just that without a worry. What are you looking forward to? A relaxing staycation? Brand new appliances or devices? Consolidating your debt to get more money in your pocket? Not a member? No worries. Come in and find out how you too can make the most of this offer. Or visit us today. Yes, you can have a brighter Christmas season with GUT Credit Union. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN News for today, Thursday, December 31st, 2020. I'm Beverly Telesford. In the headlines, Health Ministry denounces latest move by Sandals Resorts pertaining to COVID-19 test results. New Year, new traditions. COVID-19 puts New Year customs on the back burner as regulations prohibit social gatherings and movement after 8 p.m. Government rescinds permission for firework displays to ring in the new year. And former Solicitor General Dia Forrester becomes Grenada's first female Attorney General. The Commissioner of Police delivers a 2020 recap. We'll have the details of these and other stories when we return.
This is GBN, the nation's news leader. This segment is brought to you by Courts Grenada Limited.
Despite the situation we now face, one thing is for certain. We will get through this together. As much as we are a part of your community, you are a part of who we are. Let's take care of each other during this time, as we always do. And soon, we know that with the dawn of that new day, all of this will be over, and our land will once again be healed. In the meantime, stay safe. Know that we're here for you. Courts, bringing value home.
Good evening to our viewers and listeners on K105. This is GBN News at 7. 2020 has been fraught with difficulties, and it's as if karma was proving that the year won't end without difficulty for some. The challenge was thrust upon residents on the island's east coast as overnight rains inundated the streets, rendering some roads impassable. Rena Pear was at the affected area this morning.
Heavy rainfall from Wednesday evening through Thursday morning once again caused a river that flows through St. David to overrun its banks and flood the nearby road, making it a difficult trek for people getting to and from various destinations on New Year's Eve. On the Eastern Main Road, just in front of the entrance of the Lacalome housing development, the road was submerged with water from the nearby river as drains were blocked with debris carried down by the raging waters. Some vehicles were able to carefully drive through the mucky waters. Other drivers sought alternative routes to get to and from their destinations, while others were made to wait until the water subsided. Members of the Royal Grenada Police Force were able to clear most of the debris in the road during the mid-morning. Weather forecasts predict moderate showers are expected to continue tonight, but we'll hear more in this evening's weather report and forecast. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
Tonight, the question is, who do you believe? As Sandals Resort and the government of Grenada continue to spar over recent reports about a cluster of cases there. Sandals issued a statement suggesting that the story was not as it was really told. It claimed that people at the resort who were labeled as being positive for COVID-19 were in fact free of the virus. The health ministry hit back today. Chrislina John has been listening to both sides of the arguments.
I want to categorically state that no hotel, no matter how large or small, is an authority on testing, nor should they be making comments. It's unfortunate should they be making comments on the accuracy of Grenada Ministry of Health, CARFA, Pan American Health, or St. George's University's ability to accurately test.
That was Health Minister Nicholas Steele responding to a press release issued by Sandals Resort on Wednesday, which sought to provide an update on the team members and guests who were recently tested and retested for COVID-19 as part of the cluster. The statement said in part, and I quote, "Of the 11 Sandals guests identified as being positive, they were also retested immediately upon their return to the United States from Grenada, and 9 have received negative results." During a press conference on Thursday, the health minister described the move as unfortunate.
And I have read that release as well, and I see no reference and no information given to the authority from which they speak, which public health authority they now have or have acquired in order to make such public statements. So I would say that those statements are unfortunate. We have worked with the employees and local team here of Sandals and look forward to continuing to work with them to get to the end of this. And I think the one way that this can be accomplished is by making sure that we deal with the facts, we deal with the situation at hand, and we not try to discredit each other. We will maintain our policy here of dealing with the virus, the outbreak, and those affected by the accurate testing of them. And we expect all involved to also do the same.
Sandals' statement added that the 9 individuals had both PCR and antigen tests, which confirmed they do not have or ever had any trace of the virus in their system. The release also stated that based on the second round of testing, which was conducted by the Ministry of Health on December 23rd, the results for all 432 team members have returned negative PCR test results. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles explained the difference between a PCR and antigen tests.
Gold standard test is the RT-PCR test, and that is the one that we currently do at our lab. All right, that is the RT-PCR test. The RT-PCR test identifies nucleic acid of the virus. All right, the nucleic acids are present. The viruses have to be there for their nucleic acids to be present. There are other tests, such as antigen tests, that identify some proteins that are produced as a result of infection. They are not as sensitive as the RT-PCR test, but they are accepted. There are many countries that have emergency use authorization for these tests. So
the CMO said there is a small window between 1 to 5 days following infection when the antigen test can be beneficial in identifying individuals who are infected. He added that with persons who are asymptomatic, the usefulness of the antigen test is less useful. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Less than 24 hours after government announced that it approved specific fireworks displays to ring in the new year, the permission was rescinded. In a bid to ring in the new year by celebrating citizens, especially frontline workers, government said permission was granted to the Royal Grenada Police Force and several designated hotel facilities to launch displays of fireworks, as is customary to bring in the new year. However, members of the public voiced their confusion that many people will not be able to enjoy the display as the 8 p.m. curfew restricts them from venturing outside their yard space to see the spectacle. By Thursday afternoon, a brief notice was read by Director of the Government Information Service, Leslie Johnson, that the displays will no longer be taking place.
Further to a press release issued on December 30th, the government of Grenada now advises that permission granted to designated facilities for fireworks displays on All Year's Night has been rescinded. Therefore, there will be no fireworks displays at any location in the country. Let me repeat that. There will be no fireworks displays at any location in the country. All individuals or business entities are therefore asked to be guided accordingly. Government apologizes for any confusion created by the previous release, but it encourages the cooperation of everyone. Failure to comply could result in legal consequences for breaching the current regulations.
In a recent press conference, Superintendent Vannie Kerwin reminded the public that people must remain confined to their yard space as all emergency rules for social gatherings, quarantining, and other restrictions are firmly in effect. Meanwhile, the Royal Grenada Police Force is in reflective mode. Commissioner Edwin Martin has identified some areas of improvement that are needed within the force. Rena Pear brings you more in this story.
In looking back at the year 2020, Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin says the year was an unprecedented one. For the Royal Grenada Police Force, the year started off with a fatal accident on January 1st, and as the months unfolded, the lawmen responded to a number of structural fires, homicides, and assisted government with its response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Commissioner Martin highlighted some of the challenges faced by the police force during 2020.
Traffic continues to be a major challenge for the RGPF. We should note as well that we have had a significant increase in the number of vehicles on island, while our infrastructure remains relatively static. So certainly the traffic we would have known 5 to 10 years ago has significantly changed. There are areas of sexual crimes that is of a major concern to us. And that has to do with sexual crimes as it relates to persons under the age of 16. And certainly the issue of rape is also a major concern for us.
He said the RGPF hierarchies has already started discussions with government about the direction the country may be heading in relation to the decriminalization and use of marijuana.
And in all honesty, the RGPF has to recognize that we cannot swim against the tide. And as you rightly identify, we have recognized that by and large, most of the region around the world is having a particular notion on marijuana, and we need to look at that. Clearly, I have heard, we understand, we've had engagements with our Prime Minister and Minister of National Security in this regard. And we know that the government is moving in a particular direction, or at least state clearly the intentions to move in a particular direction while this remains illegal. However, we need to take certain factors into consideration.
The top cop Edwin says come 2021, there are improvements to be made within the force.
You will see into this year a much stronger focus on sex and violent crimes. We have not spoken about the rate of homicides in the country as well. Yeah. But violent crimes is a crucial concern for us, and a major focus will be on sexual crimes and violent crimes. Additionally, you will see a greater integration of technology. We did not announce it, but we have actually started over the holidays the implementation of our body cam for the pilot program. That has started. We will be reviewing that into next week to see how effective it was for the officers who utilized it. We will have a greater focus. Hopefully the environment will be accommodative to it, to intensify our efforts on community policing, because we do believe fundamentally that the community knows the problems that are affecting them.
Edwin Martin was officially appointed Commissioner of Police on December 29th after acting in the position since July 2018. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
As the RGPF looked back at 2020 and Grenadians prepared to begin 2021, tradition has taken a backseat this year as the COVID-19 pandemic continues its onslaught. Trelana Charles has been canvassing members of the public on how the pandemic is impacting the traditional way of letting go of the old and bringing in the new.
3, 2, 1. The famous countdown to New Year's Day is a practice shared by people in many countries around the world. For many Grenadians, the night before the dawn of the New Year, locally referred to as Old Year's Night, marks the opportunity to dress in their best and head out to bring in the New Year at various events held all over the island. For others, there is no better place to welcome the New Year than their church, where they attend the midnight mass. However, this year, the Grenadian population will have to participate in the annual countdown from their homes. With the implementation of the 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew, the usual Old Year, New Year traditions have to be placed on the back burner to make way for the new reality facing Grenadians. GBN headed out on the streets to ask the general public how they will be welcoming the new year.
Probably at home, with everything that's happening.
It will be different than any other new year, because everything is not the same as it used to be, Our whole lifestyle, everything needs to be adjusted.
I cannot go outside, explore myself, enjoy myself, nothing like that, you understand? So I will just stay inside and, just keep myself safe, marry myself inside of the house, so that's it.
I spend it very nice and very good. I don't have a problem. When the police says the right thing, we have to do the right thing for them and obey them.
Well, just quiet. No big fussies because you don't have nothing much around now. You can't move around, so you just have to be with your family and at home. That's how I'm going to spend my old years and New Year's.
The year 2020 has been unpredictable in every sense of the word. As a result, curfew or no curfew, many are happy to say goodbye to 2020 and hello to 2021. Trelana Charles, GBN News.
This is News at 7. We take a break, but still to come, Grenada's first female Attorney General takes up her role on Friday. We'll be back.
I can't believe what has happened to me. Beverly is paying my bill for free. A true friend helps you when you're in need. I gotta be a thought that pays my bill for free. One big winner gets their bill paid till December. 14 other monthly winners get their bill paid every other. The best things in life are free. Extra grand, let the best has happened to me.
To enter, make your account current. Complete form on Grenlex website. Text or WhatsApp your name, account number, and contact number to 405-6500. Enter by December 31st. Terms and conditions apply.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
The management and staff of Ariza Credit Union wishes you a joyous and peaceful Christmas. May you and your loved ones continue to be safe as you enjoy the festive season.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
Food Fair offers quality foods at affordable prices. Now, with our improved web store, you can make all your purchases from the comfort of your home. It's so simple, easy to log in and navigate. Safe and secure transactions and a quick checkout. All your grocery needs at your fingertips. Convenient and reliable. Food Fair, where you can fill your baskets without emptying your pockets.
Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening at Republic Bank. No interest rate happening. Quick approval happening. Christmas time happening at at Republic Bank.
And 2020 on a merry note at Republic Bank as we spread the holiday cheer with our Make It Happen loans. Republic Bank is here to lighten up your spirit with quick approvals and cash prizes valued at over $10,000.
Christmas is happening at Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. I can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening at Republic Bank. Low interest rate happening. Quick approval happening. Christmas time happening at Republic Bank.
And 2020 on a merry note at Republic Bank as we spread the holiday cheer with our Make It Happen loans. Republic Bank is here to lighten up your spirit with quick approvals and cash prizes valued at over $10,000.
Christmas is happening at Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to News at 7. Former Solicitor General Dia Forrester has become the first female Attorney General of Grenada. She was being presented with her instruments of appointment by Grenada's first female Governor General, Dame Cecile Lagrenade, on Thursday morning.
Dia Forrester replaces Darshad Ramdani as Attorney General of Grenada after serving as Solicitor General since April 2019. The newly appointed AG has a distinguished legal career working locally and in regional countries including St. Kitts and Nevis and Anguilla. Mr. Ramdani, who served in the post from January 2019 to December 30th, 2020 and is moving back into private practice, is scheduled to commence a short period as a judge in another country. While appearing on a recent To The Point program, he pledged his continued support to the government and the incoming Attorney General.
I do hope to continue, and the government and I have already discussed this, that provides advice, render assistance in an advisory capacity. We're still working out the details of that after December 31st. So it has always been my approach to continue to provide public service.
Ms. Forrester brings to the position a wealth of experience in commercial financial transactions and major litigation matters, and has also been credited for playing an instrumental role in most government matters before the court and other negotiations. She takes up her official position as Attorney General on January 1st, 2021. Blossom Alexis Welsh, GBN News.
The government also announced the confirmation of Mr. Edwin Martin to the position of Commissioner of Police. Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin has been confirmed to the post of Chief of Police after acting in the position since July 2018. The Commissioner received his letter of appointment from the Public Service Commission, PSC. His appointment is made by the Governor General on the advice of the PSC. Commissioner Martin has 34 years of experience in law enforcement. He was promoted through the ranks and worked in many departments. He holds a bachelor's degree with honors in business administration and a Master of Science degree in criminology and criminal justice. Commenting on his confirmation to the post, Commissioner Martin said, and I quote, "This appointment is dedicated to the awesome, hardworking, and dedicated men and women of the force, through whose work the RGPF maintains a high standard of operation and positive public image." End of quote. He expressed gratitude to the administration for the confidence placed in him to lead the force at this time. Now at least one set of workers could breathe easier and not have to worry about their status in the new year. The union representing Grenlex employees had voiced concerns about their fate now that WRB has been chased out of the company through a buyback deal. However, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says there's no need for jitters among the workers.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell has given the assurance that the jobs of Grenlex employees are secured and that there is no need for uneasiness. His comments follows concerns expressed in the GBN television news by the president of the Technical and Allied Workers Union, Andrew Lewis, now that government has repurchased Grenlex shares from WRB. The nation's leader notes that the status of the management structure of the company remains unchanged.
The same situation now exists until there is a decision as to how we're going forward. The manager is in place. We don't intend to do anything about that right now. The only change you have is the board of directors and who are in charge of the company would have to be modified. I don't even think a final decision has been made yet because the minister has to make recommendation. I don't think there's any worry about the workers at Grenlex. I hear concern about the workers worry about the status. I tell people, I believe you should have more confidence in your own people and your interests.
In its news release, formally announcing the WRB settlement on Tuesday, government also stated that it is already in discussion with international agencies to procure the services of a world-class management company to operate the utility. On Wednesday, the Prime Minister confirmed that, and I quote, "Until there is a decision as to the way forward, the manager is in place, and they do not intend to do anything about that right now. The only change will be in the board of directors, but a final decision on that has not yet been made. It will be the Minister of Public Utilities who will have to make recommendations before a final decision will be made," unquote.
My legacy would be such that the decision on Grenlex, when all the facts have been given, some of the things we could not say before, we will be able to say it now. It will be shown that it would be one of the best decisions made by any government. Because I'm convinced the National Electricity Services, check the history of every country. Grenada was one of the few countries where a family-owned business from outside manage and control a national security asset. They could literally shut down this country, and we couldn't do anything about it.
The Prime Minister stands firm in his belief that regaining control of Grenlex is one of the best decisions made by any government. Christina John, GBN News.
The government of Grenada is said to have lost millions of dollars because WRB had control of the majority shares on the island's electricity generating company. Finance Minister Gregory Bowen made that claim at Wednesday's press briefing. Jared Joseph has this report.
Minister Bowen seems set on a blame game during Wednesday's press brief. He laid out a lot of culpability for Grenada's failure to invest in renewable energy at the feet of the now departed WRB. He told the press that loans from the World Bank to the tune of US $10 million have been stalled and others have backed out, citing a lack of sincerity by the government of Grenada. He cited the Climate Smart Cities project, valued at $300 million, as one of those which are under threat.
Which means that because 70% comes from transportation and electricity, that we have to reduce that. As a matter of fact, we should have been 25%. We should have had 25% of our plants generating by renewable. And we got the monies for Nawasa because we planned to do this. We made a commitment. How much do we have now? I want to thank the general manager in Grand Lake for correcting a statement I made. I said we had no more than 6%. He immediately told me, please don't say that. We only have 1.5%.
At some points, the minister made comments which suggested that he was making a case for why things may go wrong in the future or if some projects do not materialize. The government's geothermal project is one of those which seem to be covered under a cloud of doubt.
It all came because of our commitment to that. People like the GCF and the GF and others, they're pulling back and say, if you're doing nothing, why should we give you more grant? Why should we find financing for you? The United Arab Emirates gave us 600 grant kilowatt plant for Carriacou and Petit Martinique at the point in time. And we are just about to save. I know Minister Joe doesn't like the word save. Because Grand Lake will not give us a letter saying that we'll interconnect that solar plant in Carriacou to the system. We were under serious problems, and we could have lost that. Now, one of the first things to be done is for Grand Lake to just tell IRENA and the United Arab Emirates, who's giving us a grant of $3.2 million for the plant in Carriacou, that at least your plant will be interconnected.
He listed the World Bank as being a crucial partner in the development of renewable energy via the Eastern Caribbean Energy Regulatory Authority (EXERA) project.
Because Grenada took the bold step to do what was necessary. And you're saying, why do you walk along with the World Bank? Where else are we getting 0.75% interest, 40 years loan, 10% grace? It is because the bank saw that Grenada had the foresight and the will to take the necessary steps, not only in this situation with the energy sector, but in many other situations where we tightened the belt and did what was necessary.
Bowen promised that local entrepreneurs will now be able to realize their goals of building megawatt plants while fully implementing the Grenada Electricity Act of 2016. GBN sought a response from WRB. However, up to news time, the CEO was not available. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
And now for tonight's Social Buzz with Trelana Charles.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. Details revealed in yesterday's press conference regarding the repurchasing of Brenlex shares by the government of Grenada is still a hot topic among our audience. Tonight we listen to the opinions of some of our callers on GBN's morning radio programs.
No, I don't believe what they said about the money, because they said they didn't have no money to give the teachers, and if they don't have to give the teachers and they don't have to do this and they have to do that, I think I personally don't drink that much at all.
You cannot pay the teachers their 4%. You cannot give the people back their dock payment and the money that you withdraw from their salaries because they legally protested against you. But you have money now to back. Who does not think Grenadians are?
So I want to congratulate the government for really, doing a good job in that tribunal case and getting Grenada back, Grand Lake back into the hands of Grenadians.
Good morning. I believe the Governor General has to close down Grenada and find out where we get his blood money from.
If you could take us for fool, the government has been running the country in a deficit over the last few years, going back to Parliament for more money, going back to Parliament. And they're telling us they save that money through their prudence and whatever thing ruling out the country. Who they're telling that thing is little children in preschool, they could tell that.
Yesterday's briefing really opened a can of worms. It tells me you have the health system in such a crisis, the Molyneux Road, and you have that money and you're using it just to come back for your benefit.
I'm
As it relates to the Grenlec issue, I'm appalled and hurt and disappointed in that we in Grenada, we politicize everything. Any Grenadian that is patriotic, that understands business, that understands our history, that understands capitalism and slavery and racism, etc., would not have been opposing the government for repurchasing the shares in WRB.
That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. As always, if you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, remember to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
We take a break, but still ahead, a farmers representative in the Senate says the local poultry industry is under threat. Stay with us.
Christmas in Grenada plus Flow equals a tablet for your family. Get a Samsung A7 tablet for only $80 when you add your mobile to your home services bundle. Save 50% on your mobile bill and spend the holidays connected with faster internet speeds. Call us today at 1-800-804-2994 and sign up.
Do you want to win loads of prizes this Christmas with BIP? Join our Spin to Win promotion to win exciting prizes daily. Here's how. Go to the Discover section of the BIP app. Search for the Spin to Win channel and click follow. Once you have followed the channel, click the Spin Now button, choose your device type, select your country, and wait for the wheel to start spinning. Be quick. When your wheel lands on the correct prize of the day, screenshot the prize and send your screenshot to the Spin to Win chat to enter the promotion. Click the Daily Updates button to get updates on the prize you are required to spin for each day, and also to know if you are the lucky winner of the day.
A Merry Christmas, spin and win with Bib.
It's new, innovative and classy, and it cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Hey man, well man, that's you make that to that trip. Why doing all this more?
Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, and my house and my car to repair, and the wife go and chill with and what you want me to do?
I'm expect to do all that with more.
Well, what you want me to do?
Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away, and the interest rate low.
And listen to me, I try them orders and them people good who they want them on.
Well, watch, like you have more than your ass. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you.
You know what? I'll get them a little try.
Listen. Where you going on this month? You don't need it. Leave the month, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Christmas in Grenada plus Flow equals a tablet for your family. Get a Samsung A7 tablet for only $80 when you add your mobile to your home services bundle. Save 30% on your mobile bill and spend the holidays connected with faster internet speeds. Call us today at 1-800-804-2994 and sign up.
Welcome back. The senator representing Agriculture and Fisheries, Roderick St. Clair, says he is frightened by the recent news that Grenada is importing poultry products from Belize. On Christmas Day, a media outlet, Breaking Belize News, issued an article titled, "Belize Makes Historic First Shipment of Chicken to Grenada." An immediate response was garnered from Senator St. Clair the following day, calling for urgent support to produce affordable poultry for our food security. Jared Joseph has the details.
The survival of Grenada's poultry industry and the businesses therein are being threatened. This was Senator Roderick St. Clair's response following an announcement that Belize made a historic entry into poultry exports in the CARICOM region by sending its first ever shipment of chicken meat to Grenada. According to the report published on December 23rd, Belize exported 16,000 pounds of assorted chicken meat to Grenada under the CARICOM Single Market and Economy (CSME) agreement. Senator St. Clair is advocating for support for ongoing and new investments to compete with imported products.
But the major issue seems to have to do with the feed costs, and this needs to be addressed. Both in terms of how do we get more productivity from the feed, how do we have a more affordable price, because our local consumers want to purchase our birds, but the price is really not sufficient. So even if we don't even export, we're looking at just a supply our own individuals and population, we still cannot compete. So we have to agree as a nation. What do we want? Do we want to say, well, we really cannot solve that problem, so maybe our poultry producers have to get out of business?
The senator says the issue is not about restricting trade via CSME, but that the local sector is sustainable, protected, and poised to export. Already signaling to government via his budget presentation for a resolution to these issues, the senator adds that the poultry policy of 2017 must be given life and be implemented soonest.
There are a series of issues there. For example, the issue of feed is raised, the issue of having a monitoring committee established, the issue of making sure that we have the local chickens in our school feeding programs and government institutions. All of those things are established in a policy, but none of those things, to me, has even been really taking place, except speaking of the policy. It might be different, and if so, I would really stand corrected to hear even the revision of the agreement with the local feed producer. That was another activity under the policy. The issue of having a tax, I think it's a 15 cents per pound on imported chicken, so that could help develop the industry. And that's a good idea. When I look at the policy, from my perspective, it looks decent, but there is no implementation that has seemed to have taken place with that policy. So we continue to have those sort of things happening.
He says there also needs to be a more supportive environment to make Grenadian-grown poultry products more affordable and price competitive. I am Jared Joseph for GBN News.
After using the same logo for the past 25 years, the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority unveiled its new logo on Wednesday at its headquarters at Frequente Industrial Park. After 25 years, the authority decided to rebrand with a new vision. The authority hosted a design competition for a logo as part of its rebranding. An invitation was extended to artists throughout Grenada to submit concepts of a logo which best reflects the authority's outlook in services and waste management, including waste collection, transportation and disposal, the 3 R's: waste reduction, reuse and recycling, waste to energy, and the Solid Waste Authority's role in pollution prevention, environmental
environmental preservation and enhancement and protection of human health. Public Relations Officer at the authority, Nikolai Boyk, during this afternoon's unveiling, said the new look was a necessary part of the authority's rejuvenation.
As the authority takes this move into a more integrated approach to waste management, we needed a new vision. Today, we are pleased to announce that beginning the 1st of January, effective from the 1st of January 2021, the authority will be presenting to you, or be bringing to you, a brand new logo.
Boyk said one of the requirements was that the new image reflect the vision of the services offered and the future of waste management in Grenada. He broke down the components.
This logo reflects various components of the vision of the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority. In this logo, the yellow will represent waste to energy, the grey will look at waste transportation and disposal, the blue, waste management, the red, the protection of human health, and the green, preservation of the environment.
The winner of the competition and designer behind the authority's new logo is Shelley DeWitt, a Canadian living on her boat on the Sister Isle. DeWitt told GBN she is honored to have been selected winner of the competition. The competition started on August 1st and ran through the entire month, ending on August 31st, 2020. The logo will replace the old logo on the company vehicles, letterheads, stationaries, and its website.
A picture can tell 1,000 words, and sometimes it is just the thing you need to brighten your evening. Stay with us for this evening's GBN ISAW.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
It's always good to hang on to loose change. Tonight's ISAW submission dates all the way back to 1965. A 50-cent coin is featured. The coin has British Caribbean Territories, Eastern Group 50 cents engraved on its face. What a collectible. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Stay with us. The weather and sports are up next.
Food is fundamental, and at Caribbean Agro Industries Limited, we source premium quality wheat and other ingredients so you get the best results in the kitchen, bakeries and farms. For over 35 years, we've supplied Grenada with the finest flour and animal feed. The tastiest cakes, pastries or breads are baked with the region's finest flour. Buy the products you've trusted for all these years. Baker's Pride, Supreme and Sunshine Flour. Get the best from your farm animals with our master mix feed brands. Support local. Buy products that are made in Grenada. Call us on 440-2954 or visit us at Mount Gay St. George or check our Facebook page. Caribbean Agro Industries Limited, a subsidiary of ADM. Unlocking nature, enriching life.
Do you want to win loads of prizes this Christmas with BIP? Join our Spin to Win promotion to win exciting prizes daily. Here's how. Go to the Discover section of the BIP app. Search for the Spin to Win channel and click follow. Once you have followed the channel, click the Spin Now button, choose your device type, select your country, and wait for the wheel to start spinning. Be quick. When your wheel lands on the correct prize of the day, screenshot the prize and send your screenshot to the Spin to Win chat to enter the promotion. Click the Daily Updates button to get updates on the prize you are required to spin for each day, and also to know if you are the lucky winner of the day.
A Merry Christmas, spin and win with Bib.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Stay with us for a look at the regional forecast with TV6's Sigoni Mohammed.
That's right, Urvashi. It's the last day of 2020, and boy, are we happy that it's going to be over and we can start 2021. Tonight, not too bad. We are seeing some partly cloudy spells, yes, but with it, some quick passing showers and some nice breezy activity taking us through the rest of this evening. For those of you staying just over midnight, look out for a showery spell coming into play. For Trinidad into this long weekend ahead as we kick into the new year, look out for nice cool temperatures of 22 degrees Celsius. That's going to be constant through this weekend right into Sunday, where we hit 21 degrees Celsius. Boy, will it be chilly during the nighttime period, but during the day, look out for highs hitting 30 and 31 degrees Celsius, and we'll get those partly sunny and breezy spells with quick passing showers as the day progresses. Now, if you're in Tobago, well, it's going to be equally beautiful here tonight, though a bit on the cloudy side with a low of 24 degrees Celsius, tapering between 23 and 24 overnight across the sister island. But during the daytime period right into the new year, we'll be expecting highs of 29 and 30 degrees Celsius. Lots of sunshine by the end of the weekend, but to kick it off, some mixtures of sunshine and cloudiness with some quick passing showers in the mix. Both islands get an isolated thunderstorm, however, on Friday, but we'll see that breezy weather coming into high gear as the weekend persists. Now, for those of you with a marine interest, I've got news for you. Let's jump into this right now. On Friday, our first day, it's going to be a really interesting spell. 20 to 25 knot winds from a northerly to easterly direction, and we do have 6 to 9 foot waves. They're large waves, and they're going to be coming in at 2 or 2.5 meters in height on Friday. But get this, we have a hazardous seas alert in effect according to the Trinidad and Tobago Met Service, and that's because from Saturday right through Monday, the first weekend in January, we're going to see rough seas and very strong winds. Remember, we've got an area of interest in the Atlantic, and that's pushing in waves as big as 2.5 and 3.5 meters in height. So it's going to be really rough out there. All you small craft operators, fishermen, sea bathers, and those of you residing along coastal areas, especially coastal Tobago, all of it, and even northern and eastern Trinidad, we are advising you to take the necessary precautions, exercise caution when you're heading into the water, and please heed the warnings from the lifeguards on duty. Protect your livelihood, protect your property, and protect your life. As I go this evening, let's take our last look on this beautiful full disc for 2020. Boy, I can't wait to usher in 2021.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Exploring the beaten trails, discovering uncharted terrain, connecting with people and places, giving a renewed appreciation for our flora and fauna. We are out and about. From the crystal white sands of Grandin's Beach to the cascading and majestic tumble of Concord Falls, the meandering of the St. John's River, or our undulating mountain ranges. We are out and about. Saturdays, live on GBN television, our Facebook page, and our YouTube channel. Out and about, rediscovering the untamed beauty of Spice Country.
Good evening, sporting fans. Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton has been knighted in the Queen's New Year Honours list. The Briton, who's 35, sealed a 7th driver's title at the Turkish Grand Prix in November, equaling Michael Schumacher's championship's record. Another story creating waves is that Manchester United striker Edinson Cavani has been suspended for 3 games by the Football Association following a social media post where he used language that has been deemed racially insensitive. Let's take it over to TV6's James Saunders, who has more sporting news.
Well, it's a forward defensive to the first delivery, and while he may be coy in discussing his absence from the West Indies team, new TNT captain Karen Pollard is not underestimating any opponent during next year's regional Super 50. Well, Pollard is fired up to lead his country in the tournament and has been training with the Red Force members. Vidu Nawani caught up with him at the National Cricket Centre earlier today.
Trinidad and Tobago's cricketers have been practicing hard for the 2021 Regional Super 50 to be followed by the 4-day tournament. Team Red Force Limited Overs captain Karen Pollard has been involved in the sessions and is looking forward to leading the red, white and black on the field come February.
I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, we haven't played 50 over cricket for about 10 months or so, so it might be almost a year when you go into that tournament. Last time would have been for West Indies in Sri Lanka. So looking forward to it. Obviously, the ultimate goal in any tournament or anything that you go is to win, but before that there's a process and sort of preparation and stuff like that. So those are the things that we are looking into right now, and hopefully we can prepare well. We have gotten a couple of practice matches out of the way.
So does the 33-year-old have any personal goals with Team Red Force during the new 50 over season?
Not really. It's a position where you just want to go out and try to perform as an individual and for the team and do what is required for the team. We've been around a little bit now, so it's just whatever situation put myself into or our team gets ourselves into. It's about getting out of it and hopefully guiding the guys along and hopefully having a good tournament as a team overall.
It's been a while since TNT won the 50 over title, the last being in January 2016. Pollard knows winning the title is going to take a lot of planning and effort. So which teams do the Red Force players need to be most wary of come February?
Each and every team. I don't think we have won a tournament in a couple of years, so each and every team is a threat, and we have to play like that. We have to go out and play cricket and consistent cricket day in, day out in order to win the championship. So we can't take anybody lightly, and you can't take things for granted. And that is something that we have already started to preach. Nothing is given. You have to go and you have to go and have to take it and you have to prepare well. So that's something that we're trying, and hopefully let's see what happens in the end of the tournament.
The Regional Super 50 tournament will be played in Antigua and Barbuda from February 4th to the 27th. Vinod Narwani, 36.
And now for the program on the globe, the Ministry of Health has revealed that at present, Guyana is incapable of conducting a test for the new variant of COVID-19. However, this can be done through the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA. Kendall Richmond reports.
The assertion that a person cannot be reinfected once they have contracted the COVID-19 virus is not supported by science. This is according to the Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, who was speaking during Wednesday's COVID-19 update, where it was expressed that reinfection is possible.
There are different strains of viruses, so the virus over time would mutate, and you can be infected with a variant.
In this regard, Minister Anthony stated that Guyana is incapable of testing for the new COVID-19 variant.
Types of tests that you need to do are very specialized. We don't have that capability here. But we have been offered through CARPHA that if we need to do such types of testing, that we can go through CARPHA.
It was further expressed that although it is important to track the various variants circulating, it will be a tedious task for Guyana.
That would also mean that you have to get an ongoing surveillance to track what is happening. But right now we don't have that capability. And I also strongly believe that there are very few countries, if any at all, in the Caribbean that has such a capability.
The first case of the contagious COVID-19 variant was identified in the United Kingdom and has now been confirmed in several other countries. Meanwhile, the minister has conveyed that there may be an upsurge of COVID-19 cases in January 2021 if Guyanese continue to be complacent with the guidelines. It was also revealed that there will be no major changes in the COVID-19 guidelines for January 2021, which is expected to be available on Thursday. Reporting for the AGP Nightly News, Kendall Richmond.
Over in Antigua, life-threatening sea conditions are expected to begin Thursday evening and last until Sunday. That was ABS News' main story, leading to a warning for residents to take the necessary precautions. Jessica Russell begins the extensive coverage of natural phenomena and their impact across the Caribbean.
While some families may be hoping to go out and enjoy the beach on New Year's Day, after beaches have been closed for several holidays to curb the spread of COVID-19, expected bad weather will provide another reason to stay home.
Options for holiday activities have been slim this year with the ongoing pandemic. This time, unfavorable weather conditions may cause some to eliminate a trip to the beach from the list of choices. But if you do go, this is Director for the National Office of Disaster Services, Fillmore Mullins' advice.
The issue of people going to the beach is always a concern to all of us. We do not want to lose anybody over this holiday period, so I want to appeal to parents with children. If you go to the beach, let them enjoy the water from a distance. I've been advised by the Met Office that the sheltered beaches might be the better ones, those in the western side of the island.
We visited Dickinson Bay and Fort James, where the seas were noticeably rougher. Conditions are expected to worsen on Thursday and last until Sunday. Mullins says people should also take steps to protect their property.
I know a lot of people engage in food activities and using tents. They could have a challenge with stronger than normal winds, and so if the tents are not designed for that, then they may want to make other arrangements.
Jessica Russell, ABS News.
That's a probe around the globe. Stay with us for a recap of the headlines. Recapping the headlines, Health Ministry denounces latest move by Sandals Resort pertaining to COVID-19 test results. New Year, new traditions. COVID-19 puts New Year customs on the back burner as regulations prohibit social gatherings and movement after 8 p.m. Government rescinds permission for firework displays to ring in the new year. Former Solicitor General Dia Forrester becomes Grenada's first female Attorney General. And Commissioner of Police delivers 2020 recap. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on our Facebook page at GBN Grenada Broadcasting Network and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Beverly Telesford. That's news. Good night.